Hey everybody, welcome back to In Bed with a Millennial. I'm the Millennial Javeda Bay, and this is my bed, and it's Pride Month, yes indeed. And if you don't know, Pride Month is the celebration of living authentically as LGBTQIA plus folks. So it's all about the LGBTQIA plus, aka the alphabet soup, all this month. And yeah, I'm excited for it. I hope you're excited. Like, I love Pride Month. Basically, I love every month it seems, but like, I really do love Pride Month. So let's get into it. Today, I want to talk about Pride, specifically like Pride events and Pride parades, because there's usually a lot of discourse around this time of like, who should be at Pride, like who is Pride for, and all this stuff. And this last semester during school, like we had like obviously like a conversation around Pride, specifically the commodification of Pride. So let's get into it. First of all, like, what are the questions that are talked about in this whole like who's Pride for conversation? First, it's like, is Pride a family-friendly event? Should it be a family-friendly event? And let me preface this by saying, like, I'm not here to say yes, no, who, all. I'm just here to like throw some information out and let you think about it however you want. But I'm not gonna tell you what to do, okay? Another very big question: should police be at Pride? We're gonna get into that one, don't you worry. Is Pride a space that heterosexual, aka straight people, should be at? And the last big question in the conversation: what about the big companies that are interjecting themselves into the Pride conversation and the Pride celebrations? What about them? Yeah, all that. So let's dive a little deeper, shall we? Firstly, like in the terms of like, should Pride be a family-friendly event? A lot of youth and younger LGBTQIA plus folk, Pride is an opportunity for them to actually like see the queer community, to actually like meet other queer folk and like learn more about what it means to be LGBTQIA plus, what it can look like, all of those different things. So if it is a family-friendly event, it allows people a safe space to actually go and like learn more about queer culture and queer identity. Whereas outside of that, they may not have a safe space to do that, because a lot of other queer spaces are for adults. Like you've got like gay and lesbian bars that are definitely going to be for grown-ups. Like you got to be 21 plus to go to a bar and things of that nature. And like queer events typically lean more to the adults. Like there's very few places that actually allow queer youth outside of like student organizations on like school campuses, like if you have a GSA, so a Gay Student Alliance, or like queer clubs and organizations on college campuses and universities, things of that nature. So think about it however you will. I'm just giving you the information. Next up, the question of should police be at Pride? This one is a very controversial question in this conversation because, one, Pride started as a riot against police brutality, literally how it started. So isn't it like kind of antithesis for police to be at Pride? But then on the other hand, you have to take note that like Pride events, Pride parades usually get really big. You have to get permits for them and things of that nature, which require police presence by like city, county mandates. Like you're like, oh, you want to have a large event? There has to be police there to like watch this and make sure nothing happens, it doesn't get out of hand, things of that nature. So it's like, how do you have these events if you have to follow laws that say the police have to be there and things of that nature? And then another question within that question is like, what about police who are also LGBTQIA plus? They do exist. So like, can they not be there? Again, I'm not saying yes, no, maybe so. I'm posing the questions that are a part of the discourse because I want you to think about it this Pride Month. Next up, should straight people be at Pride? Really good question. If you are a straight person watching this and you're like, should I go to Pride this year? I want you to ask yourselves these questions. One, was I invited? Did someone in the LGBTQIA plus community invite you? Two, am I an active ally for the LGBTQIA plus community year round, or is it just during the month of June when everybody's like Pride, yay, and then I'm an active ally? I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you are not an active ally, actively trying to better the world for LGBTQIA plus people, why are you trying to go to Pride? Why? Three, are you a straight person questioning your sexuality? Pride's probably a space for you if you're like, I don't know if I'm straight, because don't forget, compulsive heterosexuality is a real thing. And last question, are you going to be respectful of the space you are entering if you do go to Pride, and honor the fact that you are being welcomed into a community by others and you should honor that invitation, and also recognize that it's not a space for you to take up. It's for LGBTQIA plus folks. So If you're straight, thinking about going to Pride, I want you to think about all those questions, answer them in your head to yourself, journal them out. And then I hope you can see whether or not you should try and attend Pride. And lastly, my favorite topic when it comes to talking about Pride is the way that capitalism has commodified it, okay? Because if you think about it, as soon as June 1st hits, you know what happens, right? Rainbows galore, rainbows everywhere. I mean Target, I mean Walmart, Disney, everybody's throwing a rainbow on everything and being rah, 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 gay. They are just like biggest fans of gayness, which is really confusing considering that every other 11 months out of the year, most major corporations actually donate hefty amounts of change to anti-LGBTQ organizations and politicians and things of that nature. So it's really like showing like how it's like, oh, well, if we hop in on this now, we can make money, and then we can take some of that money and donate it to people who are against the people that we're making money from. So like really think about that as you go out and like spend money on like gay stuff, queer stuff this June. Like just be mindful. And if you're like, Javay, I don't know where to go, like I want queer stuff to show that I'm queer and I don't know where to shop, I got your back. I got your back. First things first, you can always come to the millennialsexpert.com. You know I got the bisexuals covered, and I may or may not have some more stuff dropping this month for all the other identities. Also, one of my favorite places to shop, New Profanity, it is a queer-owned, like queer art space. It's a shop. It's based in LA, but they do ship nationwide, and they only have things created by queer folk. So if you're like, yo, I need some queer apparel to wear to a pride parade, go to New Profanity, check them out online. Or if you're like, I really want some more enamel pins that let people know like, hey, I'm gay, New Profanity. There's so many queer places you can shop. And because I would never leave y'all without that, I got a whole list dropping this week on my Instagram. So be sure to head on over to Millennial Sexpert on Instagram, and you can see all the different places you can shop for queer owned, queer everything that you could ever need. Because yeah, Target may look cool, but Target is Target. Let's be real. We are trying to end this capitalistic like BS. So don't shop at Target this Pride Month. Shop with queer people this Pride Month. But yeah, that's that. That's the conversation around Pride. That's a lot of the questions that are asked and posed and like a back and forth debate. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you what's right, what's wrong. That is your choice to make. I'm here to pose the questions, offer more information, and be a sounding board for you to be like, hey, I never thought about that. So if I did that, you should share this video with some friends so they can also have that same reflection. And you should definitely come back next week because we're talking more Pride content, obviously. And follow me on Instagram because you definitely want to see all the new queer-owned places that you can shop this time, this year, and all the time. And definitely subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok because y'all, ticky-tacky. And yeah, come back next week. Until then, I'm gonna see y'all later. Deuces.